that I don't have to prep ingredients throughout the week, saving me time on cooking. It makes it a lot easier for my husband to make his own lunch. I also save on dishes. It benefits me in not wasting ingredients. It actually saves you a lot on groceries. Hi there, thank you so much for clicking on this video, and I'm so happy to have you here. My name is Taskeen and welcome to my channel, and today's video is all about meal planning. So a couple of months back, I made a morning routine video which was all about creating your perfect sustainable morning routine. And in that video, I mentioned meal prepping and how meal prepping helps me to save on time throughout my day, throughout my week. And so if you didn't watch that video, I will leave it up in the cards here or down in the description box below. So go and check that video out after this video. I strongly suggest it. But yes, I mentioned that I do meal prepping and it actually really works for me. It helps loads. There are loads of benefits to meal prepping. That is why I'm so excited to have you here for this video today, because I love meal prepping and I can't wait to show you how to do it, or how I like to do it. It's all about your personal preference, to be honest. But I just want to quickly run through some of the benefits of meal prepping, at least the benefits that I've seen. And I think the main benefit is that it saves you so much of time. And so meal prepping is basically planning out your meals that you can have throughout the month and then prepping your ingredients beforehand, so that when you get to the day where you're about to cook your meal, all your prep work is already done and you literally just throw it all in the pot and cook it up. So the number one benefit is that I don't have to prep ingredients throughout the week, saving me time on cooking. Benefit number two is that because I will have my ingredients prepped beforehand, it makes it a lot easier for my husband to make his own lunch. Because as you guys saw in the morning routine video, I normally get up that early basically just to make him lunch. But if I know that I've prepped the ingredients to make lunch beforehand, he can literally just take out the ingredients and make the lunch himself. So sometimes if I don't really feel like getting up that early, or if I'm running out of time, I'm busy with something else, then I know that he is sorted with ingredients to make himself lunch. Number three is that I also save on dishes, because if you think about it, all the prep work that you need to do to cook is what creates a lot of dishes when you're cooking, right? So all that prep work dishes is out of the way because you don't have anything to prep. So the only dishes you'll end up having basically is the pot, maybe a spoon that you stir with, and the dishes that you eat out of. So it will end up saving you so much on dishes. You won't have piles and piles of dishes to do every day, and that also makes it less overwhelming for my husband. So he offers to do dishes much more because he knows that there's not much dishes to do. This does mean though that on the day that you meal prep, you're gonna have a lot of dishes that day, and obviously you're going to be spending about 2 hours in the kitchen prepping everything that you need for the rest of the week. But it really does save you time throughout the week, and we are more busy during the week, so we need that time during the week. Now, I assume that meal prepping would actually be even more beneficial to people with larger families, with more people to feed in your house, because I assume that cooking and making lunch for everybody throughout the week is much more time consuming if you have a larger family. But for Salman and I, because it's just the two of us, we do tend to go through a little bit of ingredients at a time. Like I only have to use a little bit of fresh produce per meal. It benefits me in not wasting ingredients, because if you think about it, fresh produce is something that can go bad really quickly. But if I plan my meals throughout the month and I know exactly what fresh produce I'm going to use and the amount of fresh produce that I'm going to use, then I don't end up wasting that, because I buy exactly the amount of fresh produce that I need. So I don't have any extra. I won't have a packet of tomatoes laying around that I didn't use and now it's gone bad and I have to throw it away. I will buy just enough tomatoes that I would need so that no vegetables would go bad and then I don't end up wasting food, which is a huge benefit in my mind. And then lastly, benefit number 5 to meal prepping is that it actually saves you a lot on groceries. So this all depends on the way you use your meal plan, but for me, I suggest that you plan your meals around what you already have in your pantry and your fridge at the end of the month. So that way you only need to buy the extra ingredients that you're going to need to complete the meals, but you're going to also use up everything that you already have in your pantry and your fridge. So it cuts down on your groceries by a lot. I've definitely seen the benefits of having a shorter grocery list just because I meal prep throughout that month. And as we go on into the tips on how to meal plan, I'm going to be showing you where I actually save on groceries. So without further ado, let's get on into the tips on how to actually go about meal planning. So step number 1 is taking inventory. So I mean like literally taking stock of everything that you have in your pantry, everything that you have in your fridge, in your spice drawer. Don't forget your spice drawer. And then you plan your meals revolving around the ingredients that you already have. And like I said, so that way you only have to buy the extra ingredients that need to complete the meals. This cuts down on your waste, this cuts down on your grocery list. It actually just works out perfectly. So I like to normally do my inventory at the end of the month, just before we're about to go for groceries. And then step number 2 is actually going about meal planning. You can figure out your own system that works for you based on how you buy your groceries. I know some families go grocery shopping twice a month or even 4 times a month, like once a week. But since I grocery shop once a month, I meal plan throughout the entire month. And even if you do go grocery shopping more than once a month, I would suggest that you plan your meals for the entire month. That way when you go on your second grocery trip or your third or your fourth, you know exactly what you're going to be getting from the grocery store based off the meals that you're planning for the month. So I plan my meals per the week of the month, and I plan it from the 25th to the 25th. So from payday to payday. I don't necessarily start from the first of the month till the end of the month. Because I go grocery shopping on payday. I plan my meals week by week, and I go Monday to Friday. I don't plan anything for the weekends because I decide that I'm not going to cook on the weekends. Maybe Salman and I can go for takeout, or he can braai, we can have boerewors, there's toasted cheese, there's lots of things that we can do on the weekends, but I'm not going to be cooking or planning any meals for the weekends. But I do plan a snack every week that will last us the whole week. I go from Monday to Friday and I do breakfast, lunch and dinner. Because it's just Salman and I, it really is unnecessary to be cooking something different every single day. So normally I will make 2 meals that can last us 2 days and 1 meal that can last us 1 day, which equals the 5 days of the week. Technically I'm only actually cooking 3 times a week. So that's also a pro tip if you want to cut down on your cooking time. Try and cook meals that can last you for 2 days. Hi, Papa. Okay, where was I? Tails in my face. What is that? Oh yeah. Once I have my meal plan down for the month, I will then make my grocery list. And this is again where you're going to save on groceries. I would suggest that you make a grocery list before going grocery shopping, because I know a lot of people that maybe buy things that they already have. So after compiling your grocery list, this is actually a really good time to clean out your fridge. I like to clean out my fridge at least once a month, every time, like just before we go grocery shopping, so that my fridge is prepared before I do my meal planning, and there's space for all my ingredients that I'm going to prep. As you can see here, because I've cleaned my fridge the month before, it actually isn't that dirty, and I don't end up spending that much time scrubbing down my fridge. It's just like a quick wipe down. It's not even much effort. So definitely clean out your fridge before you go grocery shopping. And finally, once you have your groceries and you have your meal plan ready, it's now time for you to prep your meals. Now me personally, I like to prep my meals every week. So maybe on the Sunday or the Monday, I will prep the ingredients for that whole week. I'm not going to prep for the entire month, and this is solely because I don't have that much space in my fridge. Also certain things, especially when it comes to fresh produce, can only last in the fridge for about a week. So most of the things that you're going to be able to prep will only be able to last a week. So that's why I suggest that you prep your ingredients per the week. So since you've planned your meals for the week, I want you to write a list of the things that you are able to prep for that week. Like for example, if you're going to make curry, you can prep your tomatoes, you can chop your onions, whatever else you put in your curry. Especially when it comes to rice, you can actually cook a big pot of rice and then divide it into containers that you can either put in the freezer or in the fridge. Like if you're going to have spaghetti, you can prep your tomato sauce that you're going to be using in your spaghetti beforehand, and you can put that in the freezer as well. I would suggest to put it in the freezer. Tomato does go off a bit sooner in the fridge. Another pro tip is that you can be really smart by curating your meal plan in such a way that you like all the ingredients that you know have a shorter shelf span. You can try and use those ingredients up first, especially when it comes to the ingredients that were left over from the month before. Try and make those meals that you know, okay, this ingredient is about to go bad pretty soon. Make those first. Another pro tip for smoothies, you guys know I love smoothies. They're the quickest, most nutritious thing that you can make. So for smoothies, try and freeze your fruits so that they don't go bad as well. So as you can see here, I'm just chopping up some onions and preparing some vegetables for the meals in the week ahead. Some fruits for salads. Are you done? Are you satisfied? Or do you want more cuddles? One of my favorite things to prepare before the time is a roti. Now roti is something that you can also, if you have a nice big freezer, prepare in bulk and then freeze them. But I will prepare roti for the week, and I'll probably only have roti once a month because we know how much butter and cholesterol goes into making roti. But that is one of my favorite things to prepare because the roti actually takes a lot of like hand power and effort to make. So if I know that I prepared that before the time with curry, with dal, whatever it may be, it's so much easier. And then of course I'll prepare my snack that I'll be making for the week. I try to make the snacks as healthy as possible, but also it's okay not to have everything healthy. Oh, that's another benefit of meal planning, by the way. You can prepare really healthy meals. If you meal plan throughout the week, it's very easy for you to cook up a healthy meal. I feel like personally for me, meal planning has really allowed me to cook healthier meals and also not be tempted to go for the unhealthier option because I know all of my ingredients are already prepped. When it comes to snacks and cooking as well, what's great is that whenever I do go out, I know that I always have a meal that I can quickly whip up for myself instead of going out to buy snacks, because that can also be unhealthy. And so I think that's all the tips that I have for you on meal planning. If you have any more tips to share with me and with everyone else, please leave your comment in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you guys. Also introduce yourself. We have this new channel going on. As you guys know, I lost my previous channel, and that is why I would really appreciate if you were to share this channel and this video to anyone that you might think might benefit from a meal planning video. Share it to them. And get people to subscribe to join the family. You guys can also let me know in the comments down below what kinds of videos you would like to see in the future. But other than that, I really hope you enjoyed this video and spending time with me, and I really hope that you try meal planning out for yourself, because trust me, it's a game changer. Anyways, I'm just happy to be here with you guys, so thank you so much for watching till the end of this video, and I will see you soon again, inshallah. Bye for now. Say hi. Say hi. Hello.